Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, buckle up, because what we're hearing right now could be one of the biggest rumors of the season, potentially reshaping the NFC West and setting the Niners up for a serious push toward another Super Bowl appearance. It all centers around a possible blockbuster trade involving Maxx Crosby, the relentless edge rusher from the Las Vegas Raiders, and let me tell you, this isn't just idle speculation. This is a move that could redefine the defensive line for San Francisco, and honestly, it might be one of the most exciting rumors we've seen in recent years. So, here's the scoop. According to sources like Adam Schefter and other NFL insiders, the Raiders, who are currently sitting at a disappointing 4-11 record and have been eliminated from playoff contention after a rough 0-3 start, and a season filled with struggles, are actively shopping Crosby. And why wouldn't they? They're in a full rebuild mode now, especially with their cap situation and their lack of competitive leverage. The Raiders are reportedly willing to part ways with Crosby in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft and a third-round pick in 2027. That's a significant haul, but it makes sense for a team that's trying to reset and build for the future with cap space, around $104 million free, to be exact, to invest in young offensive linemen and other emerging talents. Now, why would the 49ers be interested? Well, for starters, they're sitting at 9-6, still very much in the thick of the NFC playoff race, but they're also dealing with some injury issues on defense, especially with Nick Bosa on IR after tearing his ACL in Week 10. Fred Warner, their star linebacker, has also missed 3 games due to a shoulder injury, which has impacted their defensive consistency. Adding Crosby, a player with a relentless motor, a proven track record of producing sacks, and a knack for disrupting offenses, could be the missing piece to make this defense even more fearsome. Let's talk about Crosby's profile and why he's such a game changer. The 28-year-old edge rusher has been a dominant force for the Raiders in 2025, starting 15 games and accumulating 45 solo tackles, which ranks him among the top in the league. He's also tallied 28 assists, 73 total tackles, and most impressively, 10 sacks, putting him in the top 10 among edge rushers nationwide. His 42 quarterback hits are the 4th most in the league, and his pressure rate is elite, with 19 pressures and 6 pass deflections. Crosby is also a threat in coverage, with an interception and 2 forced fumbles. His overall PFF grade sits at an impressive 79.7, with a pass rush grade of 77. Run defense at 78.7, making him one of the most versatile and disruptive players at his position. His career stats speak for themselves, over 69. 5 sacks and 231 pressures since entering the league, with a high tackle for loss count in 2025. Crosby's motor is relentless, playing upwards of 98% of snaps, and his ability to generate pressure without double teams is exceptional. His win rate at the line of scrimmage is around 19%. And his EPA per play is 28, indicating how disruptive he can be on a play-by-play basis. When you compare him to the best pass rushers in the league, Crosby stacks up favorably, especially with his consistency and durability. He's a player who elevates the entire defense, and bringing him to San Francisco could transform the 49ers into one of the most feared defenses in the NFL. Now let's consider the reasons behind the Raiders' decision. Their offensive line has been a liability, allowing 45 sacks so far this season, which is 30th in the league, not exactly a recipe for success. They're prioritizing cap extensions for players like Davante Adams, who is earning a hefty $30 million hit in 2026, which leaves Crosby's hefty $25 million cap hit as a sticking point for their future plans. The Raiders are caving under pressure, with a defense allowing 28 points per game, one of the worst in the league, and their offense sputtering with quarterback Jarrett O'Connell struggling, having thrown 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions this season. So it's no surprise that they're looking to shed some of that cap burden and rebuild with younger players, especially on the defensive line, where they've allowed 120 tackles for loss and a run defense giving up nearly 5 yards per carry. From the 49ers' perspective, this move makes all the sense in the world. San Francisco, under Shanahan's leadership, has always prioritized a dominant pass rush and a stout run defense. Adding Crosby would give them an immediate upgrade at the edge position, especially with Bosa on IR. The projections suggest Crosby could add around 12 sacks, boost QB hits by 40, and improve EPA defense by a round. 3 per play, a massive upgrade from their current metrics, which rank around 24th in sacks per game. His presence would also help reduce the yards allowed per carry, bringing it down from 4.4 to closer to 3.8 yards, and increase the number of tackles for loss by 25%, all vital for a team that wants to contend again deep into the postseason. Plus, Crosby's addition would elevate the entire defense, raising PFF grades from the current 85 to an elite 92. It would also help the 49ers on third downs, increasing stops by 15%, increasing turnovers forced by 12, and creating more opportunities for the offense to capitalize. His ability to generate pressure would also translate into more sacks and more disruption for opposing quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford, who's been a thorn in their side this season. With Warner out due to injury, Crosby could serve as an interior mismatch nightmare, especially on third downs, where his presence could cut the points they allow from around 22 to just 18 per game, and improve third down conversion defense by 12%. This kind of upgrade is exactly what Shanahan's team needs to stay ahead of a tough NFC field and make a real playoff push. Now, let's talk about the big picture. The potential trade doesn't just improve their defense, it could significantly boost the 49ers' chances of reaching the Super Bowl. Bookmakers have already shifted their odds, with the Super Bowl LIVLII odds moving from plus 1,500 to plus 700 after the rumors gained traction. Crosby's addition is seen as a true playoff X-factor, and the chances of the 49ers winning the Big One increase by about 25%. This move would position San Francisco as a far more dangerous contender, especially against other top defenses like the Cowboys or the Eagles. And it's not just about this season. This is about setting up a dynasty, a team that can sustain success for years to come. The Raiders, on the other hand, are seen as the biggest losers in this scenario. Their odds to win the Super Bowl plummet from plus 25000 to well below that, signaling a long rebuild ahead. They're betting on a full rebuild and cap space infusion, targeting a youth movement and trying to reset after a disappointing season. The move is considered a pivot point for the entire franchise, and insiders like Schefter describe it as a potential game changer, comparable to some of the biggest trades in NFL history, like Watt going to the 49ers or Metcalf boosting the Seahawks' aerial attack in 2025. Looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers have a real shot to become a true dynasty with this kind of move. Crosby, with his relentless motor and proven production, could serve as the cornerstone of their defense for years to come, much like Watt did during his prime. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about transforming their identity on defense and setting the stage for a sustained championship run. Shanahan's team, with their strong offensive system, can now complement that with a defense that's equipped to shut down the league's best offenses. And with the playoffs looming, every game matters, and having a player of Crosby's caliber could be the difference maker in critical moments. In conclusion, this potential trade is more than just a rumor. It's a strategic move that could elevate the 49ers into a league powerhouse, making them even more formidable in the NFC and a serious contender for the Super Bowl. It's about building a team that can sustain success, that can dominate in the trenches, and that can bring the Lombardi Trophy back to San Francisco. This is a move that fans have dreamed of, a true game changer that could define the Shanahan era and bring glory to the franchise once again. The coming weeks will be crucial, and if this trade happens, it'll be remembered as one of the most pivotal moments in recent NFL history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Crosby is the perfect fit to help us chase another Super Bowl? Would you trade those picks for a player who could be the cornerstone of our defense for years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This is an exciting time to be a Niners fan, and if this deal goes through, it might just be the move that propels us back to the top of the NFL mountain. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion burning, and get ready for some serious football. Go Niners!